snap. Welcome in. I have to fix this character because I low-key forgot she was a Pokemon.
I need to actually
I don't know how well it's gonna go for her tail to be shown, but I'm gonna try my best. I may end up having to get rid of the... Actually, I'm gonna stick with 15. I may end up having to get rid of the, well, if I can think, the bow on the back. Sorry, my meds are still fucking with me really, really bad. I think it'll go away after, like, a couple of weeks, but it'll take some time. Actually, I'm gonna move this down a little bit. Phew. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, I'm okay. Hey, James, how's it going? Oh, whoops, I forgot that my desktop audio was still on. Thank you for letting me know. I had my desktop audio on because, I was playing games earlier and I forgot to turn it back off. Yeah, thanks. That was a double audio playing error on my end. Because I have the Spotify audio set to a specific channel, so it's like really like streamlined, and then when I have to play games and stuff, I have to turn on a different audio channel so that it goes through to YouTube, because otherwise no one will hear the game, and then it would be very, very sad. I hope you're doing good, though. I hope you had a great holiday, James. Hey, thank you so much for that watch streak, Agua. I love that you have had time to pop in here. That's really cool. I don't like this. Sure. Let me actually put this ear up here like that. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Okay, so that's adorable. So now the question is if I have this Saluki tail and it goes like this, I really need to be able to... The problem is that this dress is really belled out. And that's not a bad thing. I just need to be able to actually curl the tail in a way that is, effective. And let's see, so if I have this tail and it curls in like this, then what I'm gonna have is, I might need to, I'm gonna fuck around with this a little bit to see if there's any way that I can get it to fit. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to just get rid of the bow, I think, actually. So, goodbye, Bo. We liked you while you were here. I understand why you were here. You were great for 5 seconds, and now, unfortunately, we have to move you out of the way. That is unfortunate. And I need, like, really thin tail wispies here. I didn't want to do any, like, work this week, but I want to make sure that I get this commission to this person before, the, end of the year. I was up until 4:30, sweet lord. I'm glad that your holidays have been great, James. That's awesome. I woke up at, like, 7, finished cleaning my desk and sweeping. House inspector came at 9, walked around for, like, 10 minutes. Good God. You're like, hello. Thank you for walking around for 10 minutes. appreciate you and your service. That sounds like a huge pain in the butt. Let me make sure that this is nice and curly and cute. Because I want this end of this tail to kind of curl up in here. Unfortunately, because the dress is so poofy, there's a lot of like missed opportunity to really look at this. I'm gonna have to pose her in another pose with like more from behind, so that way the dress can be, or the tail can be appreciated if there's like dresses and stuff in the way. I don't really want that to be the case. Salukis have such specific tails too. They're cute as fuck, but it's very specific. There we go, that's better. Alright, Kimono Mimi activate. It was terrible, but it made me realize I have to get rid of some clothes. I've gone, yeah, wow. Yeah, I want to rework my wardrobe. Yep, I gotcha. Yeah, I don't need 8 loads of laundry in a tiny closet. Big mood, though. I have to do the same thing, because, like, I feel like either a lot of stuff doesn't fit me anymore because I've been bodybuilding, or it's just old. You know, it's like, it's about time. It's time for it to go. Okay, so now let me figure out what I'm doing. I'm just going to do her other outfit first before working on props. Oh, and I need to put a choker on her, actually. Hold the phone. We have jewelry down here that I need also. This I can do. Whee! That way I can get this over. It will take a little bit longer. Let's see, this is a little bit smaller here. Nice little necklace. There we go, better. All right. So let me get this going. Okay, so let's see, this thing has a train. And I need to figure out how to position this girl so that way there's like there's some showcase of the back. Now the question is what angle? Because I love this pose. Okay. I also got told that I look like I just came out of boot camp. You're like, why are you coming at me like that? Hi, Cal. How you doing? Oh no, I look straight and homophobic. Oh god. No, that's rough. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like rework my style. Like it's hard. It's hard shit to think about because it's like I don't know, you have like a specific idea of like what you like, but then also too it's like it's tough. I was gonna say I was like I didn't think you looked straight or homophobic, but then I remember you were in like Nordic clothing the last time I saw you, so like I can't. That's like it was cool shit, so I wasn't like dang. I was like your cloak was majestic, and then I was like wait a second, that's not like everyday wear. How are you, Cal? I'm 5'7". I wear very plain clothing. Yeah, some people just look good with a fucking buzz cut, though. Honestly, if you can pull it off, that's that. Like honestly, and true is that a buzz cut is like the lowest maintenance haircut ever. I wish that I looked decent with a buzz cut, but my ears are shaped like fucking Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. So if I shave my head too short, all of a sudden I look like a dorb, and I'm not. I'm not allowed. I am not allowed to shave my head. I start looking freaky deaky. I'm not really this warmed up. Remember last time how I banged out that pose and it was amazing? I remember. Okay, and thankfully, like, we're not really gonna see too much of her body here because, it's gonna be buried underneath a big-ass dress. So, I'm not super worried about it. Let's see. I really would like to make her just nice and soft looking. And I don't really need any of this stuff in like massive detail down here because again, it's going to be buried under a dress. So I'm not super worried about it actually. I was like, what the fuck is that? I did this the last time with Evander as well, where it was like, just weird shit on the ground. Whee! Ah, she's adorable. All right. Let's get some... Honestly, I like drawing women a lot because there are way more efficient landmarks than on a lot of men. So it's easier to nail anatomy right out the gate than it is when you're working with men. So sometimes it's kind of refreshing to just draw a girl. I'm a little bit tilted here. Let me turn this way a little bit. I wish she doesn't look like she's falling over. And then this is going away. Like this. Like this. This. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Oh my god, the Dr. Pepper. I love that selfie, though. Yeah, it's just tough. I feel like the Buzzcut has gotten such a bad rap. Because it's like... people are like, that's aggressive. And it's like, no, it's just short. Oh, thanks for that stream streak. Oh, Chips, thank you. How you doing today? Oh, see, it's funny because the Welsh side's sticking in. Mine, I blame Norway. My dad's Norwegian ass ears are so funny, and so yeah, I ended up with my dad's ears looking like that. I know the curse. I know what my curse is. Okay, so let's figure out this anatomy here, because this is going to be more important for this dress, because guaranteed I'm going to put like a corset on this. So there's going to be some lift that's happening, because that's how corsets work. So let's go like this. And then I'm gonna actually need some assistance here. That's the shoulder. Let me flip this and make sure we look okay. Yeah, this is alright. I might need just a touch of a smaller head, but we're gonna find out. This is kind of a weird arm, but that's okay. That's alright, because sometimes you just have to have a weird arm, you know? Let me turn this off, make sure we look okay. Yep, we're doing alright. Turn it back on. We're dying. No, it's true, though. The Scandinavian area, no, it's true. One of my favorite musicians, Doddy Freyer's from Iceland, and he's also a goofy-ass looking motherfucker. I'm like, it's all of us. Busy making money and traveler's rest. How do you... Are you breaking the economy? Oh, I'm doing okay. The meds are still fucking with me pretty bad, but not as bad as yesterday. So, like, I guess there's that, you know? It's like, okay, like, it was bad, but, like, it could have been worse? I didn't wake up having an anxiety attack, which I learned is apparently a symptom or a side effect of switching to these meds, is just having the worst panic attacks of all time. And so I haven't had panic attacks like this since, like, 2016. And I was like, this is really weird. Like, I just don't understand where it's coming from or, like, what's happening here. And the answer is that it wasn't me at all. And it was actually the meds. Plot twist. Random anxiety first thing in the morning has been awful. But it could be worse. It really could be worse. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then... I gotta, like, not turn on my Jack and Daxter brain, because knowing me, I will accidentally draw Bob Reefy's shit 24/7. I might need to make this, well, no, this is the error. Need a better wrist. I am not a fan of this. There we go, but a little better. There we go, better, better, better. I'm gonna also go like this. There we go, better. Yeah. Okay, flip. I kind of want... Maybe I was wrong. That was a wrong decision. No, we're fine. Oh, but you know what? There, better. Better! Oh, hot cocoa. Oh, that sounds good. I was scrolling Insta, a mutual I have. First of all, they're gorgeous. Oh my god, I can't. That's so funny. I love being around the gays. We love the gays. Going through my photos for a yearly post, I forgot my homie Zach's tried to get with me and her crazy best friend had to put, like, I had to put a restraining order on. Bro, that's awful. Why are people like this? Like, it's like, please. It's like, I don't want you to be a fucking freak. I just want to live, you know? Like, god damn. Oh yeah, thinner. Oh, I forgot that this was a, this is like a, no, get out of here, Evander. This is a stylistic choice. I have to remember that I need to edit the anatomy on the face. There's a little bit of a tweak. I recognize I like drawing lowish style girls with really big lips, and I need to chill out. It's a stylistic thing, and I need to bring it back. I'm gonna actually have her eyes closed here, just because I think it'll be really sweet. It'll be like a sweet little expression here. Recognize a lot of my inspiration too from how I draw like girls' faces comes from watching Lilo and Stitch a lot as a kid. So I just like draw naturally like Pacific Islander looking people, and I'm like, this is not. This does not work. Yeah, perf. Perf. Alright. So now, let's get this outfit on, and then actually... hiding underwater. Why is this brush enormous? Sweet lord. There we go. Better. Alright. Okay, so let's get these curtain bangs going again. Okay. Oh god, 4 days after they broke up, you're like, please, why? Womp womp. True though. Womp womp is a mood. Or at really would like a little, like, sweetheart curl right here. There we go. Better. Also super inspired by Megara's design from Hercules as well, I feel like. But see, I don't... I done borked it. There we go. There we go. Better. 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 Oof. Big oof. Sometimes you just gotta turn your sketch layer off and realize that you've made a mistake. And then that way you can mourn the loss of what you've done. And sometimes that's all that you can do. Oh my god, her little nose. Oh, she's so cute. All right. Okay, now I can't forget that she has doggy ears. Yeah, I've had to learn how to simplify noses down, like hardcore. Honestly, studying animators has been really helpful with that because, like, animators, principal concept artists for, like, Disney and things, like Jen Kim is a great example. Glenn Keane's another good artist to study. The way that they draw noses is, like, so fast. But they simplify the forms down really, really, really well. And, I definitely did a lot of work studying them, but also doing isolated exercises. Like I have an entire fucking folder. Where is it? Or an entire submission for art school. Hold on, where the fuck is it? Was it here? Yeah, human head. Where's my noses at? Yeah, you just do studies like this, where all you're doing, like this was nose and lips. You know, all you're doing is just drawing just this area and nothing else. And that can help train your brain to understand how the planes of the face work and stuff. So sometimes it might be a little weird, but just drawing a bunch of noses can help. But yeah, if you're ever struggling with a specific piece of anatomy, just drawing just that one area can really help. So for that class, I had, like, what, noses, and you can see in here I have ears, just eyes, just hands, you know, like those kinds of things. We kind of, like, speed ran this class, but it results in you being able to really accurately draw a human as they look. You know, like this guy was a kind of a weird-looking individual without overdoing it too much, you know. And then once you do it over and over and over, then you'll get a little bit of, like you develop muscle memory or whatever, just like with a, like playing an instrument like a piano, you know? That way you don't have to suffer. Riding a bike is also pretty comparable too. Eventually you just learn the muscle memory to not fucking fall off the bike. Or playing a video game, because that's truly the most comparable thing. where eventually your hands get so good that you push buttons in sequence and your brain remembers how to do that. And eventually it'll go. Okay, cool. We're looking good. All right. Yeah, Jin Kim is my favorite one. His name is spelled, let's see, Jin Kim. He's responsible for a lot of, like, Tangled, Frozen, Moana, but of course, like, Glenn Keane is the original, the GOAT, the absolute fucking legend himself. I love Glenn and his work, especially the way that he draws women, but he was responsible, I think, for some of the best anatomy of the Disney Renaissance, at least for me. This is Amarette. She is a character from this commissioner's one of her upcoming books. And so she's they're writing a romance, and this is the main leading lady here. She's super cute. I'm having such a good time drawing her. She's so adorable. Okay, so let's get her in the poofiest princess dress humanly possible. Yeah, her husband is like a bicorn. Apparently, this world is just, it's like comprised of like Kimono Mimi style people. Okay, so let's get, I want a big bow. I want like a Disney princess bow here. Does that make sense? Like I need like the world's biggest, like somebody was like, dress this girl up like a Christmas present. And it's so extra, but it's going to be really adorable. I'm so glad I took that clothed figure drawing class, because I swear to God, folds and fabric or something. Okay, so then I also want like some ruffles. That go around the shoulder like this. And up and around like that. And then they'll go around the shoulder like this. And then give it like a little like Spanish style ruffle. And then we're gonna just layer in this. A little bit like this. And then I gotta include her choker over here too, because she wears the same style of choker. Don't get crispy. Yeah, Blueberries always commissions me with the best fucking characters, truly. They are the cutest characters of all time, always. Or they have like such interesting little details. What if I just started drawing the characters from that one Legend of the Titanic movie? What if I haunted everybody with that? Let's see. You know what? This is probably one of the best hands I've ever drawn in perspective in my fucking life. I hope everybody takes a second. Honestly, I really do think that as much as like it's kind of a cheese method, doing the trace overs for Heaven's Equal has made me insanely fast when I do like big things like this. So like anybody that says that like practicing anatomy in that way is cheating is a liar, because now I am literally the elite. Oh, and then there's actually a bodice here on this dress. I'm looking at this dress reference here. It's a very like Southern Gothic style, antebellum style dress. Okay, so now let me get some hair going here. So that we have some big old curls. Nice and fun and like really large fluffy hair. Yes. We have that big, it's like a curly, I need to add this in here too. She's got her hair up in like a braided bun. So I'm going to leave that there. And then, oh, actually, it's not the same necklace. I'm full of lies. Completely different. I'm a liar. Okay, actually, there is a big blue stone. But I think I'm going to have a pearl chain here instead. Pearls. Pearls are great. Maybe like a little thing here. And then I think like a little triangular thing. Yeah, sure, why the fuck not? Yeah, so much happened this year. I came out, families where I hit the limit. When I first came out, I told myself, if I'm ever asked a question regarding my sexuality, then it'll be truthful. But it just hasn't come up. You know what? Honestly, I love it when you can dodge a bullet like that. Mood. That's good that you got rid of somebody toxic, though. That sounds like, that's like a, you know, it's like a lot of change, but like, it's not a bad thing to have such like intense stuff happen, you know? Okay, and then I gotta put a crown on. I also need to put a tiara on her. Okay, so is this going in front of the ears or behind the ears? Okay, so then there's also a veil. Okay, so hold on. This is where shit starts to get crazy here. I like this. Let me reduce the opacity on this so that I can see and start to add all of these accessories here in a way that are not crazy. Because she's got a fun tiara here. And I'm going to reflect that little star thing that I did. And then a lot of this is going underneath her ears. So let me make sure. This is actually quite a simple thing, all things considered. It's just making sure that everything is layered appropriately so it doesn't look weird, you know? But like that's the question here, is how do I do this in a way that doesn't look like poopy? Did she run away? Oh, I don't know. I recognize that this is like a really hard. It'll be colored in and I'll be able to see it. There's just a lot going on her head. So with these ears and everything, that'll be okay. That's all right. That's all right. And then let's get, I'm going to do, or keep this on a separate layer. And I'm going to do it mostly, well, I think I can do it from the back actually. Because this has a veil attached to it. Sure. And then earrings. Let's do like a big oval. Like that. Nice little droplets, like little tear droplets going down. I'm not gonna draw in the prop. And the veil is quite long, so I'll put that in once I get done with the dress. Let's see, and I recognize that this style of dress goes like this. Around here like this. Sorry, I am like locked in on this dress. Bah! That's all I have to say. I'm gonna put like some kind of fun like moon pattern here, I think. All right, so now we cover literally everything below the knee because it's about to get ridiculous in here. It's just tough because I recognize like she has this tail, but I don't really think that I'm going to be able to like get this thing to be visible because of the nature of the dress. Because it's a literal ball gown. Hold on, actually, I would really like to make sure that this has more of a specific weight to it. Because this is a big-ass dress. Like, princess dress, truly. And actually, I don't like this hemline on this. I recognize this is what was traditional for 1870s, 1890s dresses. But I'm giving her a princess cut here instead. Because I think it's more interesting. More of a traditional, like, corset style. So that way there's, yeah, something interesting going on, at least. I feel like I'm designing a Disney princess. That's what we're doing here. This is Disney princess class. Yeah. Alright, so now we have this big-ass dress. Let me move her up just a little bit and shrink her down just a little bit also because she's going to be, this is going to be much smaller in the, like, long run. This is like drawing one of those Barbie cakes that you get for your birthday. Hello? Come on, hand. There we go. I'm like, I need more dress. I need more dress. More! More! I'm fine. Okay, so now, oh, damn, this is a great, that was a great, line, but, there we go. More! Alright. Okay, so now, we have the dress. We're gonna add in some ruffles, because why not? I'll make the bottom look more interesting. Yep, Disney princess. That's all I have to say. Hello, I wish my hand was not, like, wiggly. That'd be really cool. Honestly, what I'm the most impressed with is the fact that I can still function despite feeling like total booty hole. This is pretty impressive. Pretty crazy, if I do say so myself. So the fact that I am able to actually produce decent quality artwork and design while suffering, I deserve a little hat. I want like just a little hat that says, "You did it. You did it, champ." It's like, congrats, you are the prettiest girl at the castle. Oh, and then is there a big old train? Oh, do I want to put a train on this thing? You know what? And there's also this thing. I don't like you. Better. I need more fabric. More! Alright, so there's the dress. But I feel like this is naked. Hold on. Alright. I might need to do a tiered dress. Am I about to do the most tiered dress of all time? Oh, this is it. This is it. Okay, hold on. I found the right dress. Okay, so now we're going to take this. I'm going to create a petal. And it's going to be insane. This is very Cinderella. This is giving that one Cinderella outfit. Which I do think is interesting, because, like, that seems like a weird choice for a Disney princess. Okay, but now, oh, but wait. Oh no, this is all coming together. Where's Kronk when I need him? It's all coming together. Okay. So then we got this. So now on this, oh god, the amount of decadence on these dresses is kind of insane. Behold the squigglies. Okay, alright, it's slowly coming together. We're slowly making this thing less boring to look at. I don't really want this thing to give quinceañera dress, so we're gonna just keep going until it's no longer that. Although some girls' quinceañera dresses are like hella classy nowadays, actually. I've seen some crazy fucking quinceañera dresses. Okay, so now, I don't know what's going on. In the middle of trying to animate breathing and idle wind and tail movements. Oh, mood. I did some sprites for a Kickstarter the other, a couple years ago, and it was like all like braids blowing and fabric going. And I was like, this is a lot of sprites. This is a lot. Okay. I would really like... Okay. Ironically, I think I'm getting rid of all these lines. Remember when I put these lines in and I was so confident? Remember that? I remember that. But do I want to pleat it? Or is this obnoxious? No, it's not. Okay. I'm going to do a new layer. Alright, I'm going to draw one. Actually, you know what? I have this rose that I can take from somewhere else. Come here, Aurora. Come here, girl. Where's your rose at? Where's your colors at? Yeah, give me one of these bad boys. Or wait, did I take that rose from somewhere on her head? No, I didn't. Give me this. Okay, and we're going to put it over here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go in here. We're going to select all this. We're going to delete it. And we're going to go like this. Hello? Control U. Black. And then I'm just going to kind of rotate these around. Or do I want to do bows? Because a lot of... I might not do a rose. Just kidding. We're not doing that. I got to do these by hand. I thought I was going to really reuse that Aurora bow or Aurora rose from over here. Never mind. Hi, Blueberries. How you doing? We're drawing a million bows. It's about to be Bowtown. Bowtown, USA in here. Because when you have a big princess dress, you need bows, damn it. It's the only thing that makes sense. Because why the fuck not? I'm upright. Honestly, look. That's a mood. About the same, though. I've been, like, transitioning meds, and it's been effectively giving me anxiety attacks in the middle of the night, which has not been very fun, so my sleep has been kind of weird. And that's made it so that it's, like, getting up and being awake and stuff is really difficult, so that's a mood. I hope you feel better soon, or that things ease up. I know that, like, with the change in weather, too, that can, like, cause a bunch of weird flare-ups for all sorts of people. And so I know that that can be kind of rough. I don't know if you're getting a bunch of cold weather where you're at, but Colorado has been, like, insane. And for whatever reason is, like, going from 70 degrees to, like, 50 in a span of 12 hours. And it's, like, really rocking some people's shit. Okay, I think, as crazy as this is, I think I'm going to do another petal on top. Do I need it? Maybe. Hold on, I need to chill out. I might not need it. I might not need it. I might not need it. It may not be the way. It may just be... no, I had a seizure this morning and then a memory loss episode. Oh, mood. Wow. Yeah, no, seizures are not fucking fun. I haven't had one in a really long time, but it's so fucking annoying when that happens. I am glad that you are okay. and that things are not like super, super crazy. But I do understand. And hopefully you can just rest today, because those are exhausting. It's actually my seizure meds that are screwing with me, so that is a mood, and I understand. Is this too many bows? I don't think so. Bows, 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 bows. Oh, it was -7 on Saturday, and now it's 30. Yeah, that's been what's happening down here. It's not been like that dramatic or extreme, but it's like so annoying. It's like, please just make up your mind. I would love it if you just chilled out for like 5 seconds. Or maybe just like we had consistent winter. That would be cool. I like consistent winter. I like when you get to this part of the dress and the bows just kind of start like falling because they're like vertical. And then I need to like actually put in some details here. Woo! Okay, now I can turn... I'm gonna leave this on actually. Let me go in and get... these going here. Bows. Bows. Okay, now we can turn this off. Delete this. Okay, now let me figure out how much more I can do to make this dress even more extra than it already is. Okay, we need more of the veil. That's for fucking sure. So let me go ahead and get this going. And then I think I'm going to have, instead of a train on the dress, I'm going to have the veil train behind. On the ground. So I'm going to move her. Hold on. The dress is too powerful. Okay, perspective. Perspective. There we go. Perspective! Alright. I'm fine. Okay. I think that if I put too much over here, it's going to start to get, like, really out of control. But I am going to include maybe, like, a little detail here that matches the corset on the bodice. Oh my god, hand, please. And then we're going to put lots of sparkles. Lots of sparkles. It's so poofy. If you're not walking into a room and everyone physically can't navigate around you because your dress is like so princessy, are you even dressed correctly? If you can't sit, is it poofy enough? Actually, you know what? That also brings up a really good point too here. I almost want like another design that's going down here that's gonna mirror the tiara. So we're gonna get this going. Hello. I wish that my hand would function. That'd be pretty sweet. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna make this like opalescent, I think. Yes. And then I also want that too. And I kind of want... Actually, I'm going to do this as a gradient. I'm not going to put a thing at the bottom of this. I'm going to have this be a gradient. Because that would be pretty fucking sick. Yes, and then... And another... Another one. That way we can have some, like, thematics. All right. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, so now let me get this out of the way so that way I can draw. Okay, let me make sure that this is in the right spot. Okay. We must... She's too powerful. She's too powerful! Alright. And then I'm gonna have... This'll work out. Actually... We're gonna see how this works out. Every time I look at a Windhound... Yeah, we're gonna put so much star patterns on this. I totally agree. I think that, like, I want to do a bunch of layering of textures and patterns all over these, like, big petals and things like that, and then all up and down the veil as well is going to be, I think, very glittery, very, like, star-like. Every time I look at a Silken Windhound, I'm just like, I would do it for you, Kermie. And that's all I think of. Alright, so I'm going to actually have this... Yes. Okay, here's to me not fucking up the anatomy on this dog, yeah? Do I have the power? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Alright. I think about this friend that I had in high school who was obsessed with Silkies. And she was so fucking good at drawing this specific type of dog that she could draw them in Microsoft Paint with a mouse. And it was the most impressive shit I've ever seen in my whole life. And I'll never forget how fucking impressive it was. And how little I know dog anatomy. Alright. This is all fucking guesswork. Just so everyone is aware. If this dog is broken, y'all know what happened to me, because I specialize in people. And now, I'm drawing this doggo, this doggart. And now I panic. Look at that little dog foot. Okay, so that... Fuck, guys, that looks like a dog. Alright. I'm fine, I'm fine. Oh my god, I can... Guys, I can draw. Who am I? I'm fine. All right. Oh, man. Oh, man. I can draw! I just start screaming. Holy shit. I would like to say, I have never drawn this dog before in my life. Or, like, I can't physically... I think the last time I drew a dog was for Blueberries. The last time. And no joke. I just consistently am impressed with the fact that, like, despite not having ever drawn any dogs in my whole life... God, man. This is why going to art school is important, though, y'all. Like, or just practicing, like, a fuckload. Because observational skills will literally save you 9 times out of 10. If you can figure out how to observe what you're looking at and then translate that into doing stuff with your hands, you win. That's how you win art. It doesn't matter how good you are or how, like, quote, talented you are. Doesn't matter. Because what does matter is, are you able to simplify and graphically interpret shapes? Because as soon as you're able to do that, literally no biggie. You're probably fine. And I know that that sounds simple, and it's not really very simple. Because drawing is fucking hard. That observational skill is literally 99% of art. It does not matter how fucking talented you are. It does not matter. Like, there is no natural talent. I heard somebody talking about this the other day. And to be honest, there is no natural talent. It is just... Are you able to observe better than other people in the beginning? Like, what are your observational skills like? And some people just have that observational skill more inherently than others. But as soon as you train up that observational skill, you can fucking do literally whatever you want. Nothing can stop you. You will become a force of literal nature. Nothing can stop you. So literally, do what you want. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Just keep practicing. Okay, when do I get to work at Disney over this dog? I am the master of my own destiny. Also, I love dogs' little weird ankles, man. Little dog ankles. They're funny to me. Cankles. Little dog ankles. I'm alright. Also, skinny little dog legs, too. That makes me very happy. They are silly and they make me feel alive. Dog ankles. I'm fine. Oh my god, it's a dog. Alright. So now we gotta put accessories on this dog. We're gonna put dog accessories on the dog. Alright. Alright. Let me see. I just need to figure out how the fuck this goes on the dog. I got it. I got it on lock. Okay, so we're going to put I do like we're gonna go like this. Goes under the belly. Like this. Flip the dog. Service dog gets service handle, so that way people don't fall over. So we don't want to have a wipeout. None of that is cool or fun. Nobody likes that. Everybody just wants to go and do some human stuff. Realize I fucked this up. Yep. Actually, let me get this out like this. Gotta get some fun stuff going on. Yes. Okay, so now this is the leather part. I'm so sorry, I'm like locked in on this dog. I just finished a whole event tab in one go, 6,000 points, single mission. Good mercy. You did it. One pull. You are the elite. Clearly you are too powerful. Okay, actually, I'm going to be very careful, and we're going to just slowly erase away stuff. Whee! Okay, so there's that part, and then we're going to go in with the fuzzies, because we like the luxury. Firefly deserves luxury. 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 And then also two over here, luxury. I love sheepskin, it's very soft. And then this is where there's a lot of buckles, but we're gonna make it fucking function because I hate it when I look at concept art and then the buckles don't work and I'm like, why did you even put them there in the first place if you put your buckles on wrong, you weirdo? I hope I move to Canada and actually get like a concept art job. I've been suffering really bad lately from like imposter syndrome because I've been doing Heaven's Equal so much, which has forced me to like I just don't draw like this anymore. And I like had a brief period where I was like, oh god, I can't draw. Like, if somebody asks me to do something, I'm not going to be able to do it, and like they're going to see that I just like effectively use these models as a crutch and like all this other shit that was going on in my head. And I have to remember that I just did this. I'll be okay. Like, I'm going to be just fine. Like, I'm going to be good. It's going to be okay. And if I apply to game studios, I might get a job and it'll be all good. I just have to chill out. And remember that I'm not a fraud. Imposter syndrome is wild. I don't like it. I wish my brain was not like a weirdo. It'd be pretty cool if it was just like fine. That'd be pretty sick. Oh, underlegs. True. Thank you. Okay, so then actually what I'm gonna do, I'm like, I don't understand dog mobility. Okay, hold on, wait. So what I'm going to do is actually back this up. Wait, leave this alone. We're going to actually connect this bad boy like this over the shoulder like that. Connect it in the front. Then this goes, I'm going to actually draw the underside of the buckle, believe it or not. Like this. So this is going to go like this, and then that's going to go underneath the shoulder of the pupper. And then this goes like this, and we're going to go like this, and that'll go like that, and then this will go under pupper like this, and then that'll be where the shoulder of the pupperoni is at. There we go. Now the pupper is ready for takeoff. This pupper is an astronaut, and no one can convince me otherwise. Going to fucking space. Okay, cool. So then this is going like this. And then we gotta get all the fun clippy parts on the back. So flippy this way, flippy. And then we're gonna go like this, and then this has like this, and then this goes like, we're gonna make kind of a fun part like this, and then up over the top like that. And then that's where the firefly motif goes, is right there. And then we're going to... Let me know if you want me to get rid of this, if this is too, like, modern looking. But I was going to put something like this on the side of the pup. But let me know if that's too modern and if you'd like it to be something else. I'm going to get like a little D-ring on the side of this. I'm actually like this. I would like a little bit of like an arc. Some nice like leather detailing here. Or actually, just kidding, I don't want to do that because then otherwise this will get rid of the motif. Actually, I might end up putting the motif, like, here on the main shell of this thing. Oh, okay, cool. They still have cell phones and stuff. Okay. Because I wanted this to be... And actually, I might extend this all the way back, so that way I can have the full, like... the full service, like, I won't have the full word dog on here, but it'll be enough to be able to say, oh, people can tell it's like, I see where we're going here. And then let me get this under this pupper's body here too, so that way we can have some just extra fabric and stuff, so that way this is more comfy-wumpy. All right. Oh, and then I can't forget the other most important accessory, because this is the fun part. This fancy thing. Because Avi, this dog, is extra and deserves, again, more accessories. So let me pull this down like this, and the fur will come up and out from underneath the fun marigold here. I feel like humans just make up a bunch of fucking words. They're like, this looks like that one flower. And someone was like, yep, that's what that is. Obvi. And it's like, what? I think I'm also going to repeat that moon pattern here on this thing too. And then spatter that with same or similar star patterns, I think. Everybody loves a good tassel on a dog, just saying. So my grandma, fun fact, has this horrifying statue of a windhound from the 50s, and it now haunts my mother's house. It's a really terrifying statue, and it's like a full-size 2-scale statue of a windhound, and it has the marigold, and it has all the little tassels and collar and everything, and it's horrifying looking. I'll have to take a picture of it the next time I'm over at my mom and dad's house, because when I say that it is a traumatizing statue, I really do mean that. It is messed up. And whoever the sculptor was from the 50s, or the 60s maybe, it might be from the 60s, but like, holy moly. It's, yeah, legit high-key traumatizing. Awful. Awful looking. These dogs typically have brown eyes. Brown or black. I will admit, drawing something that's not a human is always a fun challenge and is kind of refreshing. It scratches a certain itch in my brain where it forces my brain to look at something like unpredictable, which is really, it is fun to be able to effectively just like go rogue. And you have some crazy stuff going on. I'm gonna do the Firefly as like a paint over here, so that way it doesn't, it's not burdened by line art. Dog, 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 dog. My brain is simultaneously freaking out because of these meds, but then also I'm like low-key manic because the Depakote was a depressant, and then the Keppra can cause this fucking weird manic anxiety, and I'm like, who am I? Dog. So now I'm having a crisis of the brain where everything that is going on in my brain just ejects out of my mouth, so I do apologize. I'm glad that you enjoy it. That's really cool. Hi, Gamby. How are you? Welcome in. I love windhounds. They're so cool. I wish I could find what this thing is. I'll have to have my mom take a picture of it, because this thing is literally like, it's like life-sized and floor-sized. I'm gonna have my mom take a picture of it, honestly. I have to, because My mom, like, it's been in my grandma's house since either the 50s or the 60s. And then when she passed away, my mom was bequeathed it. She's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this insanely creepy statue? Like, they used to keep it in the closet because it would scare my Uncle Joey. And he literally physically couldn't deal being, like, around it. Because it's so terrifying looking. Oh, yeah, no, it deserves to be extra. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people, too, like, and I know most service dog owners are really, like, considerate toward their animals, but I feel like the people that manufacture service animal gear or any kind of gear for animals are not really thinking about, like, is this dog going to be comfortable in this thing? It's more like, oh, well, this animal serves a purpose, and it's not like, I want my companion to be comfortable as well. And it's like, this, like, looks fucking uncomfortable as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people take better care of, like, giving certain animals that are like pugs and stuff, little clothes, and, like, they take better care of the pug clothes than they do service animal equipment. And I'm like, this is a weird thing. Okay, we now have a fluffy pup. Okay, so now let me turn on this, and then turn this on. We gotta position the pup. Position. And then now I'm gonna put the wheelchair over here on the left. And I think, all in all, this is gonna come together. I think this is gonna work. Alright, now, for the sake of accuracy, I am gonna cheese this a little bit because I want the anatomy of this wheelchair to be more accurate than I know I'm going to be able to make it, while still showing off the wheels. So let me get this active wheelchair here. And then also, too, this will allow me to place this on this character sheet without it, like, being obnoxious. Nowadays, a fair amount of service dog equipment is made by service dog handlers with comfort in mind. Oh, that's so good. I'm so glad, because I feel like I've seen some weird shit, and I know it's probably people who are buying, like, quote, service dog equipment for their animals that are not actually service dogs, and so there's, like, a massive quality drop in them. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like people are buying weird shit off of Amazon and then being like, yeah, my dog's a service dog. And it's like, well, you're also buying something for it that is, like, fucking uncomfortable as shit looking. You have cursed your dog. Like, congrats. I don't know why you did this to it. Your little pupper friend does not deserve this. I saw this crochet book in Michael's, and I think Jason and I are going to go back and get it because it was so fucking cute. But it was a, like, custom, like, human people doll crochet book to make cute little dolls. But it was, like, a 100% super inclusive, doll book. And so they had, like, arm crutches, wheelchairs, leg braces, diabetic equipment, like, insulin monitors and things like that, breathing tubes, like, and it was, like, dolls with vitiligo, like, all of these hyper-inclusive doll patterns, and I was like, oh my god, like, this is the best, this is, like, the most inclusive doll crochet book I've ever seen in my whole life, and it was really, really cute. I have an Amazon key for Cricket, but it's training only. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, because I can understand for like temporary fixes and stuff, like that makes a lot of sense. Like, but like yeah, sometimes I'm like, I don't. I it makes me sad. I never want to like try and call somebody on it and be like, I don't think that your quote service animal is a service animal, because it's always people with like the poorest trained dogs of all time. And I'm like, I don't think that your dog is a service animal, and I think that you have just put a little outfit on it and are making it everybody else's problem now. And now the entire world knows that you're lying and that your dog is actually super poorly behaved and is literally running around the store and barking at people. Okay, also, I think in order to make this oh yeah, okay. No, this is good. This is good. I'm going to have the art that goes over top of this active chair be transparent as it goes over this chair. Yeah, it pulls. Yeah, it puts trained service dogs at risk. Yeah, I've seen like quote service dogs literally run up on actual active service dogs, and I'm like, oh no, like what? Like what? Why are people? Why are you letting your dog literally just run up on everybody? It's literally the worst. God, because they were attacked by fake service dogs. That's so sad. I always respect and appreciate, like, the dogs that are like, I tried to be a service dog, but I couldn't because I was too friendly, too excited, and I just wanted to, like, give everybody hugs, and it's like, this is, you're not doing your job, but you're adorable, and I still appreciate you. But there's a difference between that and, like, oh, I have a dog that I like, and I'm just lying about it, like... It just, I don't know. People are really inconsiderate, and that makes me kind of sad. Because I understand needing to have, like, an emotional support animal. Like, our cat, me and Jace's cat, Tatsu, is an emotional, like, a registered emotional support animal. But there's such a huge difference between an emotional support animal and a service animal. Like, those are two completely different calibers of pet. And it's like, I get that you want to bring your, like, pocket chihuahua into a place and not get yelled at by a Target employee, but putting it in like a service dog vest doesn't make any fucking sense, because only medium to large size dogs can be service animals. Like, I just, like, they think people aren't, like, they don't know, and it's like, no, we know. Your fucking purse chihuahua is not gonna help you in an emergency, probably. And I respect your purse chihuahua. It's just like, you need to be honest about what's going on here. Like, if you have a seizure and fall, you're more likely to crush your service chihuahua, your pocket chihuahua. This is not going to help you. Alright, I drew a wheel. A wheel! Okay, so now, what my goal is to have this be utilitarian looking, but still, like, nice, like, leather and things like that, too. I actually really like the design of this chair. I like the kind of ergonomic looking swirly wheel. And then I'm just going to keep decorating it so that way it looks more like... It's, like, different period fashion, but it still has kind of this, like, rustic, nice look to it. So we're not, like... This is a modern wheelchair. I might even add some things like old school, let's see, buttons like this. Like upholstery almost. So it'll give it a little bit of a interesting Yeah, nice. Almost like a, this is an older couch kind of a feel. It's cushy as shit. All the back support. Back support for days. Ah, they're anxiety alert dogs. Oh, valid, valid. Yeah, no. There's an energy and training level to a service dog. Yeah, as soon as I see a dog that's like very clearly anxious, barking, or like effectively the handler is like pulling on the leash of the dog because they can't get the dog to not run off, I'm like, this is so bad. Like, I have a friend who was a professional dog trainer for a long time, and she's training her her dog, who is a English Pointer, Rottweiler, Basset Hound. No, not Basset Hound. What is it? What is Paul's third thing? Mastiff. An English Mastiff. Big ass dog. He's a huge dog, but his temperament is literally so perfect for being a service animal. He's an amazing dog. And I think about how Paul acts, you know, and he's like allowed to play. He's still a puppy, you know, he's like in training. I think he's like just under 2 years old at this point. But when he is like in his harness, it's the demeanor of the dog is just completely different because he knows that when he's in his harness, it's work time. You know, it's like, it's not dog park time, it's work time. And he's very, very smart. And it's like, I really respect that level of like dedication and training that goes into it. I'm doing it! Machinery. If anybody asked me to do this for concept art purposes, I would cry. For like a studio, if I had to do like an isometric and a turnaround of this thing, I think I'd probably lose my mind. I would be not a happy camper. You're lucky, because normally I don't draw machinery or mechs. But I like this character a lot, so I'm willing to sacrifice. Sacrifices are what we must do. For art. I love the handbrakes here. This is really cool, actually. Brilliant engineering. I watched this video of this girl being like, when you go down the ramp in your wheelchair for the first time, and she was at like a shopping mall, and at first it was like, wee! And then she just started screaming because she gained like terminal velocity going down the ramp. I was like, this is terrifying. I'm good. I don't wanna go shooting down the ramp at like 80 miles an hour. I'm okay. I am good. I like this platform too. I'm gonna probably keep it solid. Oh yeah, no, this is cool. This is such an essential part of her character. It would be a disservice to not have this on the character sheet, you know? Like, it would be a shame. But yeah, I definitely don't specialize in mechanics or mechanical objects at all. Like, if somebody were to be like, can you draw my Transformer? I'd be like, I'm sorry. I also tend to avoid drawing vehicles because it's just not my, like... I guess this technically counts as a vehicle, truly. But it's definitely not my specialty. There are other people way better at drawing vehicles than me. Alright, wheel. This is why we're cheesing this, because everything else... I drew this dog! That was my accomplishment for the day. It's just like, I drew this dog. No, I appreciate you so much. I'm honored that you like my work so much that like you want me to draw your characters. You know, it's a very special thing. Like that's really why I do commissions, because it's like I love people helping people bring their like vision to a visual medium. You know, it's like it's really cool. Okay. Alrighty. So now we have this. So now I'm going to add one final line here. We're going to use my ellipse tool because fuck drawing a circle by hand. Photoshop, hello. Hello. Need to rotate it. We're going to go like this. We're going to shrink it down a little bit. And this is going to be where the plastic, like the acrylic cover is for the art that's going to go inside this wheel. So that way it makes sense. All right, now let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay. Let me move her a little bit this way. Just so that way there's like a little bit of room. Okay, so now let me get this. We're going to move this like this. We're going to move the wheelchair back a little bit. I just want to be able to give everything at least a little bit of... I might actually move... Well, no, we're okay. We're all right. We're all right. There's a lot going on here. If there were any more elements on this thing, I would probably extend this thing. Move Firefly down just a little bit. Okay. And actually, I might... shrink her down just a little bit more so that way there's some more room, and it will match. And then let me grab actually all three of these things. There we go. That way there's a little bit more like visual hierarchy, so that way it's not just like super overwhelming. Okay. So in terms of the line art, is there anything that you'd like to change? And if you need me to send you a like file version of it, so you could look at it on Discord, definitely let me know. Yes. Oh yeah, no worries. Let me just go ahead and send you over the internet. I have the ability to do that. Crazy how that works, huh? I have the technology. Okay. Save. And then let me go over here. Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna swap off drawing on my end. I feel kind of fried. Yeah, mood though. Yeah, I'm starting to... I can really only work on like art for like around like this 2.5 hour mark is really like when my brain starts to go, okay, no, I'm done. Like, all right, cool. I sent it to you on the Discord. And then if you like everything that's going on here or need anything tweaked, let me know. And then otherwise, I can go on to color. Yeah, it depends. Exactly, Jims. It depends on if I fucking dissociate and I'm like doing art, then I'm fine. But as soon as like I'm not in that dissociative state, I can't. Sometimes I just lock the fuck in and I don't even know what happens. Oh my god. I'm gonna be so fucking proud of this dog for the rest of my life. That's the best dog I've ever drawn ever. I'm gonna think about that for the rest of my days. People are gonna be like, where did you peek? And I'm gonna be like, it's with this Silken Windhound. Literally can't do anything better than this. Oh, nice. I liked what you posted in the Discord, though, Chips. It looks good. Breathing is hard to animate. Like, that looks good. Breathing is so subtle. It's like, it's hard. I wanted to make something more subtle. Oh, than what I did for my idol. Yeah, valid. It's rough. It's hard. Okay. I've had this feeling for a while. Let's see what my tarot says for today. Unstable day. Weird people are going to be doing shit around me. Money's slow. More Cathedral Vale. Thank you for sending me the reference, Blueberries. I appreciate it. You got it. Literally no problem at all. Okay, so let me change the tiering on this here. Got to be very careful because I don't want to wrap it too far around her. Sometimes it's just a change in the fabric cut. So instead of having this be pleated, pull it down just a little bit. And actually, I'm going to go ahead. Now, granted, okay, so here's the question, Blueberries. So the reason that I have this silhouette here, and it extends so far out from her body like a triangle like this, is because if I bring this veil over her like this, I can do that, but it will cover a lot of the character's face. Is that okay? Or would you prefer I keep this kind of a silhouette where it's more out from her body? That's like totally your choice, but I can do either. So apparently I had like an extra layer of veil in there for whatever reason. I don't know who I am. I'm like, what am I doing? What I can do is I can put this on another layer. And then that way I can fuck around with the opacity as well. So that way it's not like super obtrusive, if that makes sense. And now let's see, I have to figure out how I want to drape this over her shoulders as well. Let me bring this in closer to her body. Yes. Okay, so let me see. Let me see what this does. Let me see what you think about this. And if we need to move it back to the other one, we can. But let me cut this a little bit closer instead. Okay, so how about that kind of a silhouette instead? So it will still, and like I can even add, I might go in and add some extra like lacing details here. Let me see. And actually, so we're going to do this in white so I can actually see. I'm going to add some additional, like, pearl-like layers or, like, things like this up and down and around the edge. And then this will be slightly more transparent. So that way we can still see her. I'm going to reduce the opacity on it so it's not like, oh my god, she's getting lost in this thing. That way, I can also have some of this in here like this as well. So that there's like a couple of like cool drippy layers in here. And then I'll go back over this thing since this is in the back. And we're going to go in with the white here and make sure that this line art is white as well. And then let me get in some extra details here. And then that way too, this will be nice and transparent. I'm also going to do... And actually this just goes like this because that pulls up and over that direction. Like that, and then I'm not going to do it on that side. Let me go down this way like this. Cut this off like this. I just got to make sure all my line art is like uber clean. There we go. So now we have some actual like layering there. And then let me go in and do this around. Oh, I need like this way smaller. I have played the whole day away. It's Christmas, Cal. That's what you're supposed to do, is not do anything. I'm about to switch gears here and do that exact thing. Yeah, I think with what I'm going to do here, I think we'll be okay. I think first with the white, it being white, this is going to be much better. This will be just fine. And then as long as I play with my opacity just right, and the transparency, it'll be a-okay. So this, I'm just going to leave alone, and then we'll put all those stars in there as well. But with this upper layer, I'm just going to, or actually with the whole thing, I'm just going to reduce the opacity a little bit. And I know that this looks wackadoo right now, but I promise it will be a-okay. Yeah, this will be just fine. This will be just fine. And then that way her face can peek out from behind it, and she's not going to get totally lost. I think this will work out. Cool, so if this works, then what I'll do next time, so that'll be when I come back. Next Monday, actually, will be my day back. So it'll be just back to regular stream schedule. And I should be able to finish the color and the shading probably next week. And then I'll be able to ship it to you. All of the prints as soon as I can get them from my dad. But yeah, it was a lot of progress. Getting these 3 elements done today was a lot in 2.5 hours. So I am pleased. I did what I did, and it works out. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and step away for just a second to go and, oh my God, the clapping with the Santa hat. I can't. That's funny. I'm going to step away for just a second to go and heat up some lunch, I think. And then I'm either going to come back in about 30 minutes or an hour, most likely. And then I'm just going to boot up Jak 2 again. And we're going to just do that. So thank you so much for everybody who hung out today. I appreciate you. And then I will be back in about 30 minutes to an hour. So I'll see you soon for some games if you want to come and hang out. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.